Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film a quick get ready with me. I am pre-filming. I do not know what order these videos will go up in, but today I wanted to do a little bit of a skincare routine and a makeup get ready with me. Let's see, I do have these Peter Thomas Roth Cucumber Detox Hydra-Gel eye patches. If you don't know, it's really hot in LA currently, and that's typically how it gets here during the month of August. But I have been using a lot of the Peter Thomas Roth kind of detox green line. And these are their Hydra-Gel eye patches. These target dark under eye circles, they brighten, and they depuff. To target your crow's feet, you do want to apply them in this way with the, I guess, larger portion facing your crow's feet. And to target under eye puffiness and wrinkles, you want to do it the opposite way. So you'll have this heavier portion along this side. I don't think I have crow's feet just yet. I mean, I could be wrong. So that is kind of like how you should apply these Hydra-Gel eye patches. For a more cooling and soothing effect, I do recommend that you throw these babes in the fridge, then you'll apply them, and then the eye area will appear more awakened and more refreshed. So I'm going to remove these, and yeah, definitely notice a lot of changes between this portion of my face and this. Smoother, it looks more hydrated, refreshed. And then as far as my hair, you'll probably see that I wear the top knot look a lot during the summer months. It just gets really hot and I am at the upstairs level, so if I wear my hair down, it is even warmer. I'm going to go in with the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Hydrating Toner Mist. This contains hyaluronic acid. It draws pure atmospheric vapor and provides up to 72 hours of hydration with witch hazel, silk proteins, elderberry, sodium PCA, amino acids, vitamin B5. What I do love about the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench collection or range is that it is oil-free, alcohol-free, and fragrance-free. If you prefer products that are fragrance-free but still want an option that you can purchase at Sephora or Ulta, this range is the range for you. I don't know how I feel about the mister. I feel like it's not as fine as I would like, but I feel like maybe if I were to apply it further away, it would feel a lot finer over my face. I do also feel like one layer isn't enough for me. So similar to the Murad Hydrating Facial, I do like to apply multiple layers of this. And it does kind of instantly hydrate and awaken the skin. I do feel like the further it is, the better, but it does go kind of like all over the place. So this is another product that I have been loving recently, as you can tell. So sometimes I will tap toners into the skin. I do appreciate toners that you don't have to use a cotton round with. That way you don't, you know, have to rub things into the skin. I do love that. So that is my skin just with toner over top. Like, wow, amazing. Another product that I have been loving recently is the Peter Thomas Roth Peptide 21 Wrinkle Resist Serum. This has a 73% complex of 21 peptides and neuropeptides, 2 gamma proteins. This helps improve the look of fine lines, wrinkles, elasticity, radiance, uneven skin tone, and texture. I do feel that you can use this as a spot treatment just here along your neck, crow's feet, marionette lines, or if you have 11s here, if you're a side sleeper, or if you're constantly doing that. If If you're very expressive when you talk, you can use this as a spot treatment. I, however, have been using this all over the face, and I do love how my skin looks throughout the day. I do feel like it looks firmer and it looks plumper and more rejuvenated, if you will. I don't know how long the effects of this are. Like, I feel like if you have to use it constantly for the effects to be more than just momentary, or for the time that you do have this over top the skin. So this improves elasticity, radiance, uneven skin tone and texture. You have squalane, hyaluronic acid, complex vitamins A, C, and E. And it does ask that you apply this twice daily after cleansing the face and neck. So with continued use, I do feel like you will see more firmer, rejuvenated skin. I do like the texture. So it's very kind of watery and runny. And I do just kind of press this over the skin. And then because this portion is showing, I'll just apply some there as well. For any products that you have that aren't like acids, that are more like antioxidant providing products or anti-aging products, I do highly recommend that you bring them all the way down, especially your SPF, your moisturizers, and your, your serums. Your serums are the ones that are packed and loaded with the majority of the active ingredients. If you are a side sleeper, soon enough you'll start to see lines develop along this area. Now we have tech neck here. So you definitely want to apply your serums and your sunscreen to avoid sun damage here. You will see that often with people who do apply the sunscreen just to the face. Then they'll have this area that is darker and then this area that is light. So you do want to bring everything down unless it's like a retinol or an acid. I do love to follow this serum with the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream Moisturizer. Now this has a very different effect over my skin when it's got no product over top. Whereas when I do have a serum over top, I feel like it acts differently. So I have been enjoying this gel-based or water-based moisturizer. I do also love that this is oil-free and fragrance-free. I did read a couple of reviews on this that people wish this had a fragrance, but I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm glad it doesn't have a fragrance. Perfect. Beautiful. And just look at the consistency of this. I feel like this is going to be a long get ready with me since I'm including so many skincare products. Oh, this feels amazing. One of my clients told me that her and her daughter love it when I do this over their face. I'm like, I love it too. Okay, for sunscreen, I am nearly done with this babe, and she is back with a brand new name. And I can't wait to dip into it. But this is FARMACY's Green Screen. Forget what her new name is. But this has been kind of like my daytime routine for the last couple of days. When I don't go with Wrinkle Persist, I'll go in with my Caudalie Vino Perfect Radiance Serum, which you know I love. Wow, my skin looks amazing. Glass skin, anyone? So now that we have done our skincare routine, I'm not going to apply an eye cream, an eye cream, because I'm going to go in with something by Ole Henriksen that I just got in the mail, and I can't wait to show you guys. But yeah, this is my skincare routine for the last couple of days, and yeah. My skin doesn't feel heavy at all. It feels balanced, hydrated, moisturize. It just is ready for the next step. Now I'm gonna go in with the Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Eye Cream. This contains vitamin C and it is collagen boosted. So this is inspired by the banana powder that a lot of makeup artists have been using. A little bit of this goes a very long way. The packaging is just so cute too. This is fragranced, but that is what that looks like. And I'm going to apply it to both of my ring fingers. And very lightly, very gently, just tap this over the eye area. And that will serve as our eye cream. Next, I'm going to go in with the Banana Bright Face Primer. This contains vitamin C and banana powder inspired pigments. I have actually been pretty impressed with this. I have already used it and I've been loving it. It doesn't counter with any of the products that you have seen me used already. I do just go in with one full pump and very lightly, very gently tap it over the skin. And now we are looking radiant. So you're probably also wondering why I look a little bit lighter. My last few videos I filmed while self-tanning. And excuse me, Toby. And while I have been loving what the self-tanner does for my skin, it is just blazing hot. And I can't be bothered to self-tan and sit in front of these white, bright, hot lights. So yeah, that is my skin prep for today. Next, I'm gonna move on and do my makeup. So this may turn into a voiceover slash talk to camera video just because our visitors have arrived. So bear with me. To prep our eyes for concealer, I'm going to be using the Sigma P82 brush alongside my Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer, and I am literally just applying this to my eyelids to create an even canvas for our eyeshadows, which are coming right up. So I am also going to be using this Terre Smudge Proof Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Base that I got in my Petite Vour cruelty-free kind of clean makeup and clean skincare subscription box. So they sent it for me so that I could try it. It is good for 6 months. It's cruelty-free and it is vegan and it is made in the USA. A smudge proof anti-aging eyeshadow base. So I'm taking the shade Catch Me from the Sweet Talk Pressed Powder Palette by ColourPop as well on the Sigma E40, and I am working that here along the brow bone and the inner corner as well, very gently. Next up, I'm going to dip into the It's My Pleasure palette by ColourPop, and I am dipping into the shade Kitten Fish with the Sigma brush. And I'm applying that over the crease in windshield wiper motions. And the shade will work as our first transitional shade. I love starting with the lighter colors, of course, to create a soft wash of color over the crease. I did dip back into the palette to pick up a little bit more pigment to slowly build on the color. Taking the Sigma R39 brush, I am dipping into the shade Fan Fiction, and this is going to act as our second transitional shade. I am applying that over the crease as well in windshield wiper motions, focusing mostly on the outer corner. And to minimize the severity of any harsh lines, I did pick up the Sigma E40 brush to blend both shades. Taking Sigma's E45 brush, I am dipping into the shade Sleeper, and I do make sure to tap off the excess since this is a deeper shade. And I am starting on the outer corner of the crease, and I am also working that in windshield wiper motions. And bringing back Sigma's E40 brush, I am using that brush to blend all of the shades together. After blending the shades with the E40 brush, I did notice that I lost some of the intensity of the Sleeper shade, so I dipped back into the shade using the E45 brush once more. Again, focusing on the intensity and making sure that I am placing that shade mostly on the outer corner of the crease. Now, I don't typically do this, but I did dip into the shade Chicklet using the same E45 brush by Sigma, and I am placing this shimmer shade over the crease. And my E40 brush is pulling some overtime shifts here as I am using her to blend all of the shades together. On a flat Morphe brush, I am taking my Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I am very gently patting that over the eyelid space to create a base for a more shimmery shadow. And this, I am hoping, will really showcase the eyeshadow. Now, I'd never done this technique on myself personally, but I have seen Raw Beauty Kristi do it on her tutorial, so I decided to give it a go for this look. Now, to add a little bit more shimmer to the crease, I am dipping into the shade Do or Dough with the Sigma E45 brush, and I'm working that into the crease in windshield wiper motions, not forgetting to shake off the excess. Next up, I'm going to dip into the shade Mr. Sandman using the same flat eyeshadow brush. I think it's a Sigma or a Morphe brush, not quite sure, but didn't really like what that did over the lid, as you can see from the reaction on my face. Because I did not like how the shade Mr. Sandman looked over the lid space with the brush, I did decide to change it up and apply it over the eyelid space with my pinky finger, and I think that was a little bit more successful. I did just make sure to apply that on the upper lid space very close to the crease. Next up, with my pinky finger, I'm going to dip into the shade Earth Shine, which is a very beautiful shimmery shade, and I am placing that shade close to the lash line on the eyelid. So I think I'm going to start with the skin. So I'm going to do the Dior Face and Body Foundation, and I'm going to mix it with my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. And I'm going to use a beauty blender to work that into the skin. Now, this has been my favorite foundation combo as of late. I have the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin in the shade Y315, and I have the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation in the shade 35 Neutral. I do love applying this combo with a beauty blender. Next, I'm going to follow that with the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, which I have been loving recently. My dark under eye circles, not today, but they have been out of control recently, especially at the beginning of the week after, you know, had a lot of adult beverages. So that has really been helping out my dark under eye circles. I was literally listening to Casey Musgraves as I filmed this tutorial, so don't mind me in the dancing. I also know that a lot of people don't dig this Hourglass translucent powder for the under eye areas, but I am obsessed. I cannot put this powder down. It has been my go-to for a very, very long time. Here I am pressing the concealer underneath the eye area, and then I will go in with the Hourglass powder to help set the concealer. Any excess powder that is left on the brush, I do make sure to apply to the chin, forehead, and nose. And this is what I have going so far. I am going to do my brows off camera using ColourPop Brow Boss and the Milk Kush Fiber Brow. And that is what my brows look like after doing them. Next, I'm going to dip into the shade Kitten Fish, and I'm going to start applying that from inner to outer corner here on the lower lash line with a Morphe pencil brush. Taking the shade Fan Fiction on that same pencil brush, I am focusing that shade on the outer lower lash line. I think this might be the last step for the eyes, taking the shade Earth Shine with a ColourPop pencil brush. I am placing that shade on the inner corner. Next up, to brighten the waterline, I am taking the ColourPop Gel Creme liner in the shade Honey Dude. For cheeks, I did keep it very minimal. I didn't want to do too much since I do feel like the eye look is what's important today. So I did go in with the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur Blush in the shade Blurred Buff, which, hello, she's beautiful. And I did go ahead and apply that with my Sephora Contour Slash Blush Brush, number 74, which looks like that. Judgment-free zone here, but this bronzer definitely needs to be retired. This is the ColourPop Topaz palette, and the bronzer is Golden Delight. I am very gently patting this over the hairline here to add a little dimension, a little bit more dimension to the face. Trying not to disrupt these baby hairs. I went in and just did my brows and lashes. I did go in with my favorite combo for lashes currently, which is the Lancome Sills Booster XL and the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. For brows, I did go in and use the Milk Makeup Kush Fiber Brow Gel and the ColourPop Brow Boss in Ash Brown. And now for lips, I'm gonna go in with the ColourPop Third Eye Luxe Lipstick, and this is a matte finish. This is one of my favorite ColourPop Luxe lipstick shades. And you can keep it matte if you would like. Because I'm not wearing highlighter at all, I am going to go in with the Tight Fit Sheer Metallic Lip Gloss. Let's see how this looks. Just to add something different to the look. To set the skin, I am going to go in with the Myriad Prebiotic 3-in-1 Multi-Mist. Sometimes if I'm going out, I will do the Urban Decay All Nighter, and then I'll do this babe. I mean, it is hella hot, so I might as well do that combo. So I'll start off with the Urban Decay All Nighter. And then for more of a dewy look and more hydration, I'll go in with this. This has a beautiful mist to it, and it smells just like their nutrient-charged water gel, which I absolutely love. All right, and that is the look complete. I really had fun playing with makeup. I feel like I haven't played with makeup for my channel in a long time, so it is very refreshing. I do not know the order in which these videos will go up, but my next tutorial or my next kind of get ready with me will be on the ColourPop green palette. So I really hope that you all enjoyed this this get ready with me with a skincare routine and a makeup look. I do hope that you all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye. Oh no. Why does my face itch all the time? All right, so I went in combos for lashes currently. Beautiful.